Hi guys. Okay, so I'm about to paint my costume jewelry, but I wanted to talk to y'all. And y'all can barely see me. Hey, my bald head selfie off. But I wanted to talk about something today. Somebody commented this on my night routine video, and I don't think they were necessarily trying to be mean. I think they were actually being pretty cool about their opinion, what they wanted to say. But I just want to explain something to you guys. I want to explain some things so that y'all understand where I be coming from and whatnot. But okay, so you guys know where do I start? Okay, so I'm gonna start with why I work in the same house as my kids. Okay, so you guys know that my kids are special needs. I think I've said that a couple times. My two youngest kids are special needs. They have oh, now I'm forgetting the name. Well, it's autism, but it's like high functioning autism. So they can function. They can speak. My 5-year-old didn't talk till he was 3.5. And I have a 3.5-year-old right now she's struggling a lot in the talking department. So yeah, that's their hangups. And then there's a couple more things, but it's like real technical. I won't get into it, but that's like their biggest issues. So that them having autism is why I don't work a 9 to 5, because it's just too hard. It's too much trying to find a daycare, a special needs daycare. Because I actually worked in daycares this past, year before last. And the daycares in my city, and I worked at like 8 of them, they just, really, first of all, they all were whooping the kids. So that was one thing. And then you bring a special needs kids in there. I mean, you know what I mean, like special needs kids. Sorry, I took my nails off yesterday. They're looking kind of shiny. But then you got an even bigger problem. Because your kid, although big, can't really tell you what happened. So I'm not feeling that. Y'all know? Like, I'm not, as a parent, I'm not feeling that. And one thing that I feel like most special needs parents can attest to is that you already feel like your kid gonna get treated bogus. Just because that's how these people be treating kids. I don't know why I don't work at daycares anymore because of that reason. And they wouldn't let me work in the same room as my kids. In case anybody had that question, they wouldn't let me. No place I worked at would let me. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not working there then. That's why I started working there. Because I'm like, okay, that's a job. Plus, I'm actually with my child. So I was super ready for that. But they wouldn't let me. What was I saying? But yeah, to put your special needs kids in a regular daycare isn't doing them any good. But yeah. So that's why I don't work a traditional 9 to 5. That's why I can. Amongst other things, but the thing I do to make me the most money is camming. You okay? Yeah, but the thing that makes me the most money is camming. It just so happens to be very sexual, obviously. But then you gotta think, like, how do people have more kids? But yeah, people gotta think though, like, people obviously have more kids. I'm just doing stuff by myself, but people obviously do things with each other, or people wouldn't have multiple siblings. What the? Oh, good morning. Oh, I'm acting like I'm on live right now, like I'm on cam, like people can actually hear me. But whoop. But yeah, so that's why I can, because it can be done when the kids go to sleep. Number one, it can be done at night, and it's something I actually enjoy doing. I find a lot of enjoyment in it, so that's why I do that. But oh yeah, I was saying something about kids and being babysat by people. Yeah, people do not want to babysit your special needs kids. Your family, your friends, people you fuck with, nobody is gonna want to babysit your special needs kids, and that just is what it is. And I know all special needs parents know what I'm talking about. People are just not gonna want to babysit your special need kid. It's not happening. If it does happen, you are a very rare case, and you should make sure you treat that person like gold, because that I never heard of that before. Like, I've never heard of that. Nobody, like right now. I may be doing this, but at all times there's a kid with me. There's never not a kid with me. When I go to sleep, there's kids next to me. When I wake up, there's kids with me all day, and it's an endless cycle of parenting. And then people be like, well, why did you have so many kids? And then I get to I have 3, by the way. But then people also be like, well, why'd you have kids with that specific person? Or blah, 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 blah. And they be like, well, you knew who he was when we met him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, people change. Let's just keep it a bug. People change. People freaking change. Like, he was there, super affectionate while I was pregnant. Found out later on that he was cheating in the whole 9 yards while I was pregnant, but as far as I knew, he was nice while I was pregnant. And then he was obviously nice beforehand for it to happen, right? And then, he was there when they were born and helped after they was born, rocking kids to sleep and shit. And then one day, he moved. I mean, we'd had our problems, obviously. People had their problems. But then one day he moved, and I think he was like, I'll wait till they dry y'all, then I'll flip him over. But then I think he got a taste of being by himself. So, yeah, there's no help from him. No help from their dad now. It's just weird to me, though. And I think people just kind of brush it off when I say this. But it's weird to me to, like, watch somebody be born, rock them to sleep. Like, 2 months after he moved, our 3-year-old wouldn't go to sleep. Like, she just would not sleep. She wouldn't sleep until she cried herself to sleep at like 4 in the morning. Now I got her to go to sleep at 7, but boy, was it a struggle. But it's just like, it's just a big change. I mean, I did what I had to do when it comes to him. I just did what I had to do because, child, you gotta just do what you gotta do and move on. It just be so crazy, and I tried for a year before I did anything drastic, but ultimately you just gotta do what you gotta do. But it's just crazy, y'all. But yes, that is why I cam and do cam related stuff, because I like doing it and I can do it from home, so it automatically appeals to me. And then I get to still like be around my kids and all that different kind of stuff. So yeah, that's why I do that kind of stuff, guys. But I'll see y'all on the next video. Oh, before I say I'll see y'all on the next video, if you want to win the giveaway, the Avon items, I forget how many items it is, I gotta look. But if you want to win the items, just put a heart emoji in the comments. And then I'll put everybody's name in a bucket and do like a raffle thing on the next video. But anywho, guys, y'all super cool, y'all super dope. I'll see y'all in the next video.